top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. And pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking for room, it's Hill. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, and making the tackle. Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Vic. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it. Often, I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time. Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. RPO complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Pulls and fired complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to change this route. The give to the tailback. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Vic. Got the back over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Chambers. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's got his man across the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Snap in the shotgun. It's complete on the right side. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Vic. Pucks it out of the air. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now on first down from the 30. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick six.
Quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rides to back and leaves it. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gives it on the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Chambers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to barrel in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going. This breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Vick. Unleashes it. Makes the grab. It's Green. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his big tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. just keeps slinging it. Gets it out quickly. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Vic. Big guy smells it. Fighting from the end zone, and he dropped it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but the field position with the return. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Snap it to the back. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. He's got him. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Fullback's got it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Looking for a man. It's Vic. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Oof. You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They punted away on fourth down. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. There he goes. Gets away from one. He's got space. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Let's go! Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Dropping back, it's Vic. Right down the middle. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. They have taken the lead here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give on the option. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense with a nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Wants to throw. It's Vic. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Reese. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The give out of the gun. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped. A gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Vic. Zings it complete to the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Here's a heat, and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Then as he throws, finds a man in the middle. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.